The following opinions are solely those of BoatTEST.com and its test captain.
Hi, Captain Steve for BoatTEST.com, and in this video, we'll be conducting a sea trial and performance evaluation of an unexpected entry from yacht builder Ocean Alexander. It's the 45 Divergence, and it's what the company bills as a day yacht. While it could certainly serve as a yacht tender, it's loaded with features that can make it an offshore-capable entertainment platform in its own right. Looking at the helm, it's well laid out and fully featured. At the top panel, there are three 17-inch displays. Below and to the left is the Seakeeper control panel, also integrated into the upper displays. Then the windlass control, the spotlight control, and the VHF. An Octoplex touchscreen controls all the electrical switching and monitoring. To the right of the wheel are the Merc digital engine controls and the JPS joystick, providing the exacting maneuverability around the dock. Below are trim tab controls and the bow thruster joystick. A lockable storage compartment is to the right, with an open cubby just below. The 31-inch stainless steel wheel is mounted to a tilt base. The grab handles on the sides are a nice touch, one forward and another overhead. Visibility is through an 81-inch by 53-inch windshield that runs up fully to the overhead 6 feet 10 inches off the deck. There's also a 21-inch brow just above to knock down glare. Seating at the helm is 3 across and 36 inches off the deck, so you're sitting high in the saddle. All include high backs, flip armrests, and flip bolsters mounted to heavy-duty hardware. A footrest is just ahead, but a little low for my short legs. The port side observer gets a flip footrest, and storage drawers are in the center. Just outside of the helm area, there are 10-inch pull-up cleats to both sides. Gas and water fills are to starboard. Diesel fill and waste pump out to port. A stainless steel bow rail starts here, 41 inches off the deck, and runs forward until it drops to the cap rail before reaching the foredeck. Close the table leaves and activate the electric lift hatch in the cockpit deck to access the mechanical room. Inside, there's a Seakeeper 6 gyro stabilizer with cooling water pump just alongside. Just behind is a manual pump for the hydraulic balconies that we cover in another video. Then the 11 kW generator fed off of a separate 60-gallon diesel tank. Here's the hot water heater, and just ahead is an expansion tank providing the water pressure. All the water inlets have easy access filters. A bilge pump is just ahead, and then the blue diesel fuel filter water separator. Battery chargers are to the forward bulkhead. The batteries are just aft, tucked under the deck. Behind is the shore power cord reel that exits at the starboard side gate to the cockpit, and then the 100-gallon center-mounted water tank. Make yourself aware of the pedestal receiver for the table as you enter and exit this compartment. To the starboard side of the helm seating is the main breakers and the switching from the generator to shore power. Additional breakers are to the port side. Just inside the port gate to the cockpit, there's a door concealing the freshwater flush connections for the 4 Merc 350s. To fire up the Quad 350s, activate the 4 ignitions just inside the cabin door, then press the 4 start buttons at the helm. The Ocean Alexander 45 Divergence has a length overall of 47 feet 5 inches, a beam of 13 feet 9 inches, and a draft of 37.5 inches. With an empty weight of 28,900 pounds, 75% fuel, 87% water, and 4 people on board, we had an estimated test weight of 33,118 pounds. With Quad 350 Merc Verados turning 17-pitch propellers and wound up to 6,200 RPM, our speed topped out at 46.5 miles per hour. Best economic cruise was reached at 5,000 RPM and 38.7 miles per hour. At that speed, the 69.7 gallon per hour fuel burn translated into 0.6 miles per gallon and a range of 303 statute miles. In no wake mode, 1,000 RPM will equate to 1.3 miles per gallon and 702 miles, all while still holding back a 10% reserve of the boat's 607-gallon total fuel capacity. Because she's built to the same tolerances as the company's larger boats, the 45 Divergence is a heavy boat, so maneuvers don't happen fast, and that just adds to her comfort level, especially for those on board. We had about a 1-foot chop running on our test day, and the 45 handled it nicely with only a hull slap at top speeds. Pulled back to cruise, she broke through the waves, sending spray low and wide for a dry ride. Slow her even more, and now she tends to oppose the waves and break through rather than slice through, so don't be hesitant to let her run. When starting off, there's a significant bow rise before she comes on plane and settles in. Remember, we said nothing happens fast. Her natural running attitude is about 8 degrees bow high. Push to the pins, she'll reach planing speed in 6.8 seconds, accelerate to 20 miles per hour in 10.4, and continue through 30 in 19.3 seconds. We measured freeboard at 16 inches at the swim platform, increasing to 48 inches at midships and 66 inches at the bow. Returning to the dock gave us a chance to check out the maneuverability of the 45. With the joystick functionality and the independent bow thruster, there was no problem maneuvering her precisely into the slip. She seemed to be dialed in perfectly. The 45 Divergence is an interesting departure from a company whose previous smallest yacht was 70 feet. But this model does take the day boating concept and turns it on its ear. She's absolutely loaded with features that make her a standalone in a crowded field, but those are all covered in another video. Be sure to look for it. For now, this is my full sea trial and performance evaluation of the all-new 45 Divergence from Ocean Alexander. For BoatTEST.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.